Next match on the stream table is the final, the grand final of the Ladies Champions League for 2021. Sharon Lunn versus Amy Beauchamp. Sharon Lunn, Amy Beauchamp. Best of luck to both players.
Good afternoon, welcome back to the action. This is the ladies' final of Event 5 of the World Rules Pool Tour, and it's Amy, always pronounce this wrong, Beauchamp, champs, and Sharon Lunn, am I right in thinking it's Sharon? And I'm joined on commentary by Harriet Haynes. How you doing, Harriet?
I'm okay, thank you very much.
Very unusual not to see you in a final.
Yeah, I mean, Sharon played so well against me just now. No complaints, best player won there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I saw you were 4-1 down in your previous match, weren't you? And came back and won that one. I heard a bit of a tale of a fluke in the deciding frame.
Yeah, massive fluke. Yeah, it was outrageous, to be honest. The whole game was a bit weird. I knocked in a black midway through a frame, up and down. And then I got a massive fluke to beat Mary, who was probably a better player in that match. She took out 3 really good finishes. But yeah, Sharon played so well, so she deserves to be here.
Must be an unusual feeling for you not to be in a final. This is the first time you haven't been involved in one. Already won 3 titles this year, so what a great year you've had.
Yeah, it was a great part by Sharon there. Great year. I'm very happy with the way I'm playing. Just today, just couldn't go over the line.
So, as I say, Amy Beauchamp, she's already, I think she's current world champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, or 2 different disciplines, the IPA world champion and WEPF world champion too.
Yeah, amazing achievement. So she'd have been carrying that title for the last 2 years now due to lockdown, because neither of those have been contested since 2019. So there she is.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, great player. And I know that she's been putting in a lot of time on the practice table. I know that she's fiercely competitive and she really wants to win one of these titles. But Sharon, she's obviously having a fantastic weekend, and we've already seen some good cue ball control for her in this clearance. She just needs to concern herself really with the 8-ball here, doesn't she, Harriet?
Yeah, she's a very steady player. She's just gonna, not do anything flash, but normally gets on or near the next ball to leave herself a nice little shot. She's gonna play the one down the rail here.
Yeah, I think in the ideal world, wouldn't she want to play this one and then play the one to middle and leave the one to bottom left? But the problem is the yellow in the middle of the table kind of plays big, doesn't it?
Yeah, very big. Especially you're probably going to have to hit it really softly, and hopefully the table's playing true.
But the problem is here, if she leaves the one near the right centre until last, how does she then get on the 8-ball? So this is still
some work.
Yeah, fair bit of work in the clearance. I think
she might even just play for the bag here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised. She looks like she's going for it.
Yeah, I may feel that she's forced into trying to take her chances, but I kind of agree with you there. I guess the only downside would be is she doesn't get a lot of advantage from taking the pocket here because there's no yellows in that area. So, but she could leave it in such a situation that champs wouldn't have exactly there. Yeah. But I mean, it's not the worst result. She's left champs an opener, but I mean it's a long testing.
I think the one you'd really like to go for is the one on the left hand side near the middle pocket.
Yeah.
And just roll that in, but that's a tester and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And for first shot of a final.
Yeah, not particularly inviting.
Not at all.
She wants to get a hand on the table and settle herself. She would have come into this game as favourite, you say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would definitely say that. Just pedigree alone, really. That she's going to take the shot. I said she's gonna play safe. That's a very good shot. That's a lovely shot from Amy there.
Yeah, controlled that well. Sharon does have a one cushion escape.
She can actually see this red at the bottom.
Oh, she can, yeah.
Yeah, and she can knock it towards the pocket as well. Which she might be able to take the pocket. It's just where the white ball's going to go. The white ball's going to go towards bulk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bit unlucky. It's a big pocket. She's been really unlucky there.
Again, not the worst result if
I'd be surprised if
yeah.
Amy doesn't finish.
I was going to say champs can see through to
Yeah, nice little plant.
yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a bit nerving. You know, she's not had a easy shot to get in.
No.
And
No, that first ball leading to the first frame is going to settle her nerves.
absolutely, is the black still an issue though? The black is still an issue, no matter which way you go.
Yeah. I think ideally she'd like to leave the ball to the red to bottom left, and then she can just stun up the side cushion and leave the 8 ball into the right centre. But that really is one of the only pockets it goes in. Obviously, it goes long, but you wouldn't want to leave it into the top right.
No.
So still needs to consider this. I mean, I guess in the ideal world, she'd love to take the plant, but
Yeah.
you lose the cue ball then, don't you?
You do, and you're running into balls, and anything
Yeah.
can happen. Tricky little shot here. It looks easy, but it's definitely not. Especially where the red is right in the pocket here. So playing off the knuckles could go anywhere. You have to control it. She's just going to screw it.
Yeah, indeed. It's still.
She
very
might take this
tricky.
long. She's a really, really good QST here. She might just take it long, take the punishment.
Yeah, I mean that wall of yellows. There's just no gap between them, is there? I mean, it's a much simpler pot to middle, but there's just no path.
No,
So-
I mean, if you just commit, whatever you do, just commit.
She's looking at taking the corner first, but the problem is she still needs to get on that 8 ball. I think, probably resigning herself to the fact that she needs to take this long. Just maybe composing herself. Where's which area of the world's Sharon from? Do you know?
Sharon's from South Yorkshire,
Oh yeah.
so she plays with South Yorkshire in the county team. She's normally a stalwart of the England side as well, but a couple of years ago she failed to qualify.
Yeah. So it was the right shot.
Was right shot.
The thing for Amy here, it looks like a lot of congestion on this left-hand side of the table, but actually one good shot and she could open up everything. It's, again, just a little bit nervy, and offers Sharon the table again, but still nothing easy. She's got the ball on the bulk line, which will pot to top right, but again the cue ball is
Tracking towards the middle.
yeah, tracking towards this traffic. I mean, she could even cut it into top left, but again, the cue ball's running. Neither of which are.
Yeah, the only. I mean, yeah. Don't. I wouldn't like this shot. I'll tell you that.
No. Got a lovely cue ball actually.
Oh, she's superb. Rock solid.
Planned the route really well. And actually, for Amy, it's still every time she comes to the table, it's a difficult opening ball. And even now, she's got an opener to middle, but again, it's a tester. And not one that, well, she could just drop it in and leave this one to bottom left. She just keeps finding the knuckles at the moment.
Yeah, this is a real big chance for Sharon. She needs to get this.
Yeah,
just
this
to
is.
lessen the nerves a bit. Sharon's got to a couple of semi-finals so far this year, but this is the furthest she's got.
The problem here, the cue ball, the natural angle of the cue ball tracks off of 2 cushions and kind of comes down towards the 8 ball.
Yeah.
So she needs to open that angle slightly and try and come between the gap. She needs to finish near the bottom of the table somewhere.
Yeah, I think playing. Yeah, I think playing ball might be alright.
Yeah.
Just there's always in and off. There's always in and off available, but she just needs to commit 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, let the cue ball do the work.
Yeah.
And
Just
so
simple one in the middle.
Yeah, and then
down the rail, open up the pocket.
Yeah, she's got the big pocket now. So this is the chance that Amy's been looking for.
You can't let Champs get too far ahead. She's just solid once she gets going. That's a bit short.
Yeah, she's left another tricky little cut back to middle, or even a tricky cut back to the corner. My preference would be corner. It's a
my preference would be corner as well, because even if you don't hit it so hard, because you're not going to hit it this hard.
She's taking on the one to middle. I mean, it does offer. It offers better position if she gets it. So she backs her potting ability and plays a great shot. And now she's got a nice angle to stun across to that right-hand side to get on this one down the right side cushion, and left a nice angle again just to run off the side cushion. Fairly natural. Play it with a bit of stun.
Yeah, she cues very long there. You just want to be a tiny bit closer to the white ball with your bridge hand just to control it a little bit more. But she's a really good shot.
Yeah, it's a little Chris Melling-esque in that in that way. She's got such a long, as you say, such a long bridge hand. This is still a bit of a tester. Could have been easier.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, drops it in dead weight, gives it every chance. Finds the middle of the pocket, and Amy Beauchamp wins frame number 1. Terry, our referee, racking the balls. He's done a great job over the weekend.
As of all the officials and the top team and Neil, what a tour this is.
Yeah.
Superb.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it's a testament to his hard work.
Politics out of Paul. This is the best tour so far I've ever been on.
Yeah, they do a great job. You can see the men in the background there. Mike Perkins working away on the table, and they're the 2 main men for the tour. On the left-hand side, Neil Toms, who's the organiser, does a super job.
Tireless, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, Neil literally never... he's just always there, always answering his phone. Yeah. Look at this break. All the balls in one half of the table. How often do you see that? Literally after the break, I don't think there was a single ball on the left-hand side of the table. So...
taking the pocket here.
Yeah.
Great gains control here and puts herself favourite.
Just not quite covered the pocket. She's left what looks like enough to squeeze a ball through there.
Yeah, you probably could. You could probably play this pot and then play another pot into the middle and then just go through. So you got a straight yellow down to that pocket. And actually, once the actual finish is actually available after that.
It is, yeah.
That's the attacking part of me coming out.
Yeah. It needs a...
Just delicate.
She can't do too much with this one. If she can just screw it back slightly and leave the yellow to the right-hand side of the black to the middle, and then just run through. Possibly just needed to screw back another inch or so there, just so she can run the cue ball through. Might be okay.
Perfect. I think she's absolutely plumb on.
So if she leaves a slight angle on the second yellow across, then she could stun into the red and get that one out of the way, and then suddenly everything's there.
Absolutely. Just have to be very sure on this shot. Just run through 6 or 7 inches. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's a great angle.
Maybe a tiny bit too straight.
I think there's just enough there. Just enough there. It's always a little bit odd. You get used to the angles on the TV screen after a while, but I think there's enough there to punch across. In fact, she could top into the gap, because the yellow is gonna go down towards the pocket.
And the benefit of this is you always have it. You're always going to be on a yellow.
Yeah.
Always going to be on a yellow there, no matter what. She's right-handed, so this isn't so much of an issue for her.
Pretty close to her work. It's always a little bit tricky when you have to cue them over this distance, and you're only about an inch away from the ball. So. Yeah,
and you have to be careful here. You do have to knock the red out so that you could pop the yellow that's in the middle of the yellows.
Yeah.
Because you're probably going to have to go up the table in a minute after this shot. The one to the middle.
She's playing cushion first by the look of it.
Oh.
Oops. Ouch.
That hurts.
Yeah, really. That's some eagle-eyed work there by the referee as well. Just immediately spotting that. So that's, the cue must have just...
Yeah, she slipped almost, didn't...
Yeah, feathered onto the cue ball, I think. It was tough being that close to her work, but it was a decent chance. And now this that one ball, that's a lovely controlled shot. So that the one ball on the left hand side, that's going to, well, you could drop in behind it and play it to middle, but we'll probably want to develop it.
She's going to play it now. She's going to go down into the gap.
Oh, she has landed on it.
Plumb.
Oh, wow.
Great shot from Amy there. Great shot.
You can tell that she's been putting in the time on the table, because she's got the cue ball on a string at the moment. Oh, she seemed to take that quickly. She does that sometimes, doesn't she? She just gets down and seems to put in a bit of a quick one. She is a quick player anyway. She doesn't spend a lot of time feathering the ball and focusing on it, but I think that just needed just that extra second of attention, and that was unmissable. She was playing it, trying to make sure that she didn't lose the other. It's one of those shots, if you play it complacently, you can lose the red to the side cushion, so she was just making sure that she caught it thick.
Sharon's quite a wily old fox here. She could actually put her in a bit of trouble if she gets the pot. Don't think that's good enough. She can see the edge, and she can come off the side cushion.
Yeah. I think there's enough of an edge there anyway. I think she can go at this direct.
Yeah, I think she could. I'd be tempted to play off the cushion just to give you a bit more control.
That's lovely. Oh, that's a little bit unlucky.
I think from the overheads it's always a bit tighter, but that...
Do you think she can play across it?
Yeah, no, she can play it, and the yellow actually provides a bit of a stopper for her.
Yeah.
So she can just play it, and it's going to be on black. Oh, she played it really softly. Just take the... Again. There's the attacking Harriet coming out with.
Yeah, no. It's a bit of a risk, but it's definitely a calculated risk because, well, Sharon, the one cushion escape to the top left is blocked by the 8 ball, and yeah, this is a bit tricky now.
I guess it's not touching because Sharon would have asked.
Yeah, touching ball would be a decent benefit there because you could just play off 2 cushions and leave the cue ball up towards that top right-hand side. Can she see through to this? No. Oh, wow.
She's had a little bit of run.
She has, but simple enough one
It's
cushion
very
escape.
simple, especially for someone with Amy's calibre.
Yeah. Again, though, she just needs to beware. She doesn't want to catch it thick and then land behind
She
the...
missed it.
She has. And I was just about to say, if you catch the cushion first, and then the ball, she could have landed behind the yellow. So I think she's adjusted and just making sure that she's hit it on the thin side, but just misjudged it slightly.
Just a little bit surprised by that. She's just so good.
Sometimes you can want something too much, though, can't you? And it can have an effect on the way you're playing. She would have liked that to drop, but the important thing was setting it up.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably play this yellow of the middle thin now, so I can come on the one on the cushion in the middle of the 3 yellows.
Yeah.
And then play that. Because you want to come on the right-hand side of the black, obviously.
Yeah.
Come down the table. So you leave the one on the right-hand side last.
Yeah, it's good.
I've never missed a ball from here, though.
Me too. 7 times world champion from the armchair. That was a riskier route because, like you say, the route you were mentioning didn't feel like it could go wrong. If she plays the ball thin to middle, then the natural line of the cue ball takes it onto that right-hand side of the top cushion, and
definitely. That's the difference between the men's game and the ladies' game. The men can path shots a little bit better, and just routines. If you can make any routine difficult if you take the wrong ball.
Yeah.
And now she's in a little bit of trouble here, losing the white.
Needs to play a good recovery. It's a thin cut, and she needs that cue ball to travel up past the 8 ball.
Perfect.
Yeah, she's just got there.
Just thin.
Yeah, a couple of inches less of pace, and that would have been a problem. But we come back to this is pretty much the shot that she had at the start. So if she'd have taken this shot, she would have...
Absolutely. But they're in the final and I'm not, so...
Just controlled weight. Needed to catch it a little thinner, didn't she? She was erring on the side of caution there. And just needed to almost play towards the outside of the knuckle just to catch the ball thin, and the cue ball would have tracked over on the right-hand side of the table. And now she may have to play safe here. Yeah, if she cuts this, then she's going to struggle to hold for the 8 ball, and it's a treacherous little thin cut anyway. Horrible. I think if you can aim, well, that's a great effort, just overhit it slightly. I was going to say, if you aim to track the cue ball somewhere around about the middle pocket, the black provides quite a big target in the middle of the table, but she saw it a different way, and that wasn't a bad effort at all. And actually, that yellow may still cause Amy a problem, because it's just in the path, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. You kind of have to play the knuckle Yeah.
I did
makes
wonder.
It tricky. Makes it tricky now.
Yeah. Yeah, now suddenly this is a...
And Champs has missed a couple long pots and finicky shots so far, so 100% queuing into this.
The thing is, she has to commit to this. It can't be one of those things that you have negative thoughts and think, oh, I'll try and leave the cue ball safe just in case I miss it.
Middles are massive on the Supreme, but not that big, unfortunately.
No.
Now gives Sharon a nice straight pot to make it one each.
Some people don't relish the straight shots. I mean, it's still a test of cueing. I've always loved the shot personally, but other people, they just prefer a tiny bit of angle, don't they?
Yeah.
And there you go. She needed to play that firm.
Yeah.
She needed to play it with stun. She needed to commit to it. Yeah, it was just a touch of pressure on that one.
No, okay. Yeah, it's the pressure does amazing things. I've said it in an interview to yourself, Nick. Pressure puts the whole game in a different ballpark, really.
Yeah, absolutely. That was huge. It was, like I say, one of those. If she's on the practice table, she just stuns that in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a dead straight ball. You play it firm. You trust your cue action. You keep you get all the fundamentals right and just cue through the ball. But and you should, in my opinion, you should never try just slow rolling those in. It makes the shot so much harder. Because you're questioning it yourself. I mean, the fact that she slow rolled it means she's questioning her cueing.
Yeah.
And she's put a negative thought in her mind.
Yeah. She didn't do that much against me. I assure you.
Well, there you go. It shows the pressure of the final. The thing is, I don't know how many times Sharon would have been in this situation with in the arena with the cameras around her. It adds a different dimension.
I remember a couple of years ago, myself and Sharon had a to and throw match. She beat me 6-5 in a pulsating national semi-final. Oh, what a break this is! Jeez. And then she played Amy in the final and was pumped 7-0.
Yeah.
So.
She does have a huge break, Amy. Absolutely massive. Well, in fact, yourself, Emma, and Amy all have really big breaks.
This play the one to the middle, but good shot. Oh, good white.
Yeah, it was a good white. Yeah,
good white though.
Yeah, I think that was the right shot. It was a tough shot, but playing it the perfect weight. She's got full control of the table now. I think for Sharon, maybe try and get a yellow down over this this bottom left pocket. Still fairly crucial because you've got the 8 ball, and also there's one of the reds down here. So I think she needs to put some cover in just to buy herself a little bit of time.
This might be a foul.
That's a foul. That's not going to touch. So 2 visits for Amy. The yellow's gone across the path of the red, but that shouldn't pose a problem. So she plays the ball to top left, and she could leave an angle on the one over the middle to nudge the 8 ball down the cushion, and then maybe play the 8 off of the yellow.
Yeah, I wouldn't even move the.
Yeah, just play it off the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know if she's seen that shot. She's not.
Just taking a pocket there instead of.
But if she looks ahead and leaves yeah, don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. She's just gonna probably pot this and take control here. Maybe put the black onto the red. Put the red properly over the pocket. She's gone for it.
Went for the 2 and 1, but with the black where it is, it's probably not the percentages shot. And now she's got to play a delicate little shot.
Yeah, I'd be putting the black over the red here. Because the red isn't actually covering the pocket.
Yeah.
So that something can go into it. And the yellow is really easy to get out.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and because of the red being over the pocket, the black could go in if you play. Yeah, I try and get 2 shots here for Sharon. Put all your balls, get it out. That's the way to play world rules.
Yeah. Easy one to hit. She needed to play a bit more of a telling snooker there if she was going to get 2. And that's a nice shot.
Very nice shot. You could put Amy in some trouble here though. You could play the yellow across and screw back behind the yellow on the bottom rail.
She may have ambitions for the frame
Yeah,
here.
she's going for it.
They are all there.
Look at me being defensive.
The 8 ball would need a double, but everything's there.
She can get out. She can get the 8 ball out here.
Oh, she can,
Yeah,
of course,
she
yeah.
can play a bit of right hand side,
Yep.
top right.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, she's gonna try and take the pocket. I think that was definitely a time to pull the trigger after she made that first pot. Then everything's there.
It was fairly easy, and the black was
As you say,
wasn't
yeah.
going to go anywhere else.
That was a shot. Develop the 8, and you've got the ball on the right hand side waiting for you.
So Amy's played a DF. Now, if Sharon can see the 1 in the middle, then she's loving life. If she can't,
No, I don't think she
she's
can.
still in so much control. Just flick it off.
Yeah.
The red doesn't go now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Touching ball, so I guess she had to play away, and well,
Braver than I am playing into the
yeah.
into the knuckles there. And now she's just going to get the ball off the cushion, top
Yeah.
cushion, and leave the left hand side, or leave the white on the left hand side.
Float the cue ball across onto. She's underhit that one. She had a big margin of error there, didn't she? I don't know why she's trying to hide it behind the yellow, and she can send the cue ball across anywhere near that left hand side where on the black plays really big. And again, Amy can open the pocket, sit the cue ball.
That red loves that right hand side of the knuckle, doesn't it? The black does go now down the bottom, so if she is feeling like she wants to go for the frame here, she's very capable of clearing up here. Very capable. You don't get to a final if you're not.
Nice opener.
Very good opener. Again, if you just play the 1 in the middle, you're always going to be on something here. The white's probably going to track in between both the yellows and bulk. And she's playing safe. And not played it too well there. This is a little tricky one as well, because the red is on the right hand side knuckle, so you'd want to put a bit of left hand side on it, just to bring the white ball up. But one touch of the knuckle and the white is going to track towards the middle pocket. You haven't got the double because the yellow is covering it. Still time in this frame.
Oh, she's smashed it in. Set the cue ball. Well, I guess she just thought I'd give myself a shot. And oh, this is a really tough 8.
Yeah, luckily the pockets play a bit big. Just confident queuing.
Great effort.
Very good effort. Probably if she played it a little bit softer, it probably would have gone in. But great white.
Yeah, the only problem for Amy is the black's gone up onto that left side cushion, so even if she does get another chance, then it's still going to be another tough pot. So you'd think that Sharon can play a bit of a shot to nothing here. Just play this one on the bulk line and bring the cue ball back across the right-hand side of the table, and it's only really going to leave Amy some kind of... Oh, well, that's perfect. That's worked perfectly.
That's lovely.
So all about getting onto the 8 ball now. And this is a fairly easy 8 ball if you can land on the cushion.
Yeah, they just go in, don't they, on the cushion?
So just stun this across the face of the other yellow. Play it to the same pocket.
Just played it plain ball there, so she's going to have to play a good shot here.
Yeah.
Up with a bit of bottom left.
I think my preference would have just been to stun it, to leave it straight, just a bit of screw straight back onto this one, but this one's tougher to judge, and as a result she's just overhit it slightly. The 8 ball is still there, but as I mentioned, if you're right behind this on the cushion, it's easy to control. If she'd stunned it, left it straight, and then just screws it back, and you can just play, you know, into a much finer area when you're sending the cue ball up and down the table.
Yeah. Naturally, you want to play this with top right as well, but that would track the white ball towards the bottom pocket.
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
Beautiful. So
Played
Sharon,
so well.
that'll settle her as well when she's got her first frame on the board, and that's going to settle her nerves, and she'll feel that she's very much in this match.
Michelle, tap the Q score logo top right, but go full screen. Top right.
You've got one job.
Frame 4, Sharon to break, and trails by 2 frames to 1.
It's back on break.
Sharon to break here. She could do with a nice break, nice split. The cut break. Second ball down. And it's dry.
Open table.
A good split as well. So
There's a problem ball for both.
yeah, there's
If you go reds here, that you could attack that problem ball first, couldn't you? The one at the top.
yeah.
The one play the red in the middle of the table up to the top right, and you come perfect for the even to take the bag with the one on the rail. That's a win-win situation, really.
Yeah.
Open table.
Well, does Sharon feel brave enough to take on this plant along the top cushion? Because if she gets that, then the frame's there at her mercy. She's got easier openers, but I think that's probably the right shot.
when you're playing someone like Amy, you just have to take these opportunities.
Yeah.
And she's not going to give you many.
Again, Amy with a long test to the top left, but if she can play that and hold the cue ball, then she's going to get one of her other difficult balls off the table as well. Oh, I just dropped. But she landed perfectly on one of the other tricky balls. This was always going to be difficult to get on. So she's also on the one through the gap, and she's eyeing that one up as well. But I think she can just screw back to that gap now.
Perfect, isn't she?
Yeah. Just needs to play this with a bit of care. Yeah, she just, you could see her tilt her head then. She's just come the wrong angle on this, so she has to play it a little bit firmer. Oh, she just took a medicine and left her. Well, is there a gap? If there's a gap, she was.
Yeah, there's a gap.
Yeah.
She's hopefully seen it, and
Well, there you go. So maybe that was always part of the plan. Never thought this gap was there, but. So.
a good piece of cueing here.
Yeah.
Screw back into the yellow, get out of the way.
How's this coming out?
She can see it. That's the
She
main
can.
thing. She's still on it.
She's. I think she's even on the one at the top of
She's
the
on the
table.
one at the top. And
Yeah.
she can put a tiny bit of right hand side on it, come back down. It's very tough though.
She's going to consider taking on the double first.
I don't think so. I don't. You kind of play into the gods there.
Yeah.
You know, if you go a little bit too far, you're snookered. Sharon's just going to punish you.
She's looking at a treble. Oh, what a
Amy.
shot this is. That is phenomenal.
Disgusting, really.
That is a brilliant shot. She just spotted it immediately and then just gets down and executes. That's fantastic. And deserved a favourable little flick on the yellow. But I say a favourable flick, it's just left her a little bit straight. She can. I think there's just enough there, and she's got great cue power, so she can punch this down the table.
Yeah. And just
Yeah, caught the yellow again, so she's now left with a really long tester. It'd be just like her to get down 2 feathers and pump it into the back of the pocket. Oh, just cued across it slightly. And now Sharon, this is always the problem. When you miss your last ball, you're going to get tortured.
yeah, this is punishment time. And this is a big frame. This is a big frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go 2-2 instead of 3-1 down, the momentum's on your side. The more momentum you have, the more luck you're going to have, the more
She's got a chance. She can either move the ball on the right-hand side, or she can maybe try and play the plant onto the one on the top rail just to... And either one, she's she can leave the snooker.
I think you're going to have to play the one on the rail on the right-hand side here.
Yeah.
'Cause as long as you don't leave it between the gap.
Well, a little bit negative, I think, when you're playing those shots. You should just take the opportunity to move your difficult balls where you can.
And she's left natural angle, so she could actually come off the cushion and hit the black, and it could go anywhere. I mean, I would actually be confident of potting this black off the cushion, and so would Amy, I think.
Gets the first bit of the job done and doesn't give away
Absolutely.
2 visits.
And now it's actually quite tricky to snooker.
Yeah.
Snooker because of where it is. And the white, you can't do much on the white here.
She could, again, just play this ball off the right-hand side cushion and just leave the cue ball hidden behind the yellow to the right of the 8 ball now.
That might be the shot there. She's going to play the one in the middle up. Go up with the white ball.
I think that's a good piece of advice, actually, is when you're in these situations.
She's been a bit lucky here.
Yeah.
She's just wow.
Yeah, when you're in those situations, you need to take your opportunities. So if you can see an opportunity to develop a ball, while at the same time, so it's you're progressing your
Absolutely.
frame on. It's an attacking defensive shot.
That's the difference. There's two different. There's sometimes where you just have to batten down the hatches and play a ball over a ball and take your time and then progress after that. And then there's situations like this where you could have just got a ball out. And she's still in a really tricky situation here.
I liken it sometimes to a game of chess when you're manoeuvring your pieces. It's all about the approach play.
Yeah.
It's all about the build up. You're not looking for the win straight away. You're looking at building your position, and that's the same in pool. You need to build your position.
Is that touch a ball?
I think she's. I don't think anyone's questioned it, so I assume it must have. Yeah.
Oh. see, that's it. You just give people chances.
Yeah.
And Amy's just produced a fantastic shot here, but
What a shot.
you just give people chances and something's going to happen. And then you sit in your chair, and you're thinking, oh my God, my luck. And really, you've not done anything positive.
Yeah.
Just ruin your chances.
Yeah, and I think that's the point. That's exactly the point, that we go back to the moment when, she came to the table and she's got all her pieces in play and she can put Champs in a bit of trouble, but also promote her own position. But she didn't. She was in the total negative, and with probably, she's trying to win 2 visits. But if you are successful and get those 2 visits, you've still got 2 tough balls on the table.
Definitely.
And had you moved one of your pieces out, then you'd only have one. It's always good to look forward in a frame. Anyway, both players have just stepped away for a bathroom break, so we're just going to take a quick break from commentary. We'll be back with the action as soon as they are.
He got out the snooker as well, that way. It was good. No, you do yourself an injustice.
You too nice.
break and leads by 3 frames to 1.
So players are back in the room, and here we go again. So champs with a dry break here. So open table. And
actually, this is a really, really good opportunity for Sharon here. Could go reds. It's a nice, easy starter with the reds. The double with the one by the black doubles into the opposite middle pocket.
Yeah.
It's actually a really big middle pocket as well. Okay, she's on it. That's good. I think she just needs to act a bit more confidently. Sometimes confidence breeds confidence. You have to fake it until you make it sometimes. And that's a really good shot.
yeah, that's a really good point. It's she at the moment she looks like a runner-up.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. She's a bit tentative.
Yeah,
You know, a confident shot here would be playing the red off the cushion into the other red, so that everything goes.
yeah.
You're gonna be on something. She might play the plant here. Red onto red. Oh no. And now everything goes.
Yeah, controlled that really well as well. That was
Brilliant
the
shot.
perfect pace. Just need to still take them in the right order.
Normally you don't want to be doing too much work with the white ball, but I feel that you might have to leave the last red, the one by the yellow on the left hand side.
Yeah.
So you take this. I'd have probably taken the one over the pocket on the right hand side first.
I think so.
Taking this one
And then left.
and then
Go right,
back.
left, right, left. Yeah. Yeah.
And now she's screwing. It's just to screw it over a ball. Makes it a tiny bit trickier. She should get it. Screw it back a couple of foot. But just makes it a tiny bit trickier now. She doesn't like it, does she? She's shaking her head a bit.
This is sometimes you just need to think ahead.
Yeah.
And you said it exactly right. If I do this, what's the outcome? If I do that, it's always questioning what will the outcome be. And if she went right, left, it's a more natural path. Now she has to play a really good shot, make sure she doesn't decelerate on it. It's not quite as natural as it could have been. So people do make it complicated for themselves.
And she's probably gonna have to stab the ball a bit here, but play it confidently. And that's good. Good shot. Good shot.
Yeah, really
play,
nice.
you can play with a bit of top left here and track the angle back. And you're always going to be on the red. You can use the yellow as a stopper if you need to. If you go too far. If you go too far, she's not hit that. She's just completely decelerated on that, unfortunately.
She seemed to play it with just a little bit of bottom as well, which was always going to kill the cue ball. I think you were right. You just need to play that with you don't have to play it with extreme top, but just towards the top left, running side, and a little bit of top, and it's just going to help that cue ball across the table. Whereas as soon as you play that with, a touch of bottom, it's going to kill it. And she could have afforded to have gone another 18 inches there, because she can bounce on and off the cushion and still be...
If you overhit it, you're never not going to be on it.
Yeah. It was good effort, but shouldn't have been in that situation.
Now it's in the opposite to the last frame, where Amy's going to develop a ball now and snooker her, which is something that Sharon didn't do in the previous frame.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to see some...
And immediately you can see the attacking side of Amy, because she's looked straight away at what ball she can develop.
Yeah.
It's immediately in her mind. She's seen that shot.
She might even play go for the double as well. Oh, yeah, great shot.
So now we mentioned earlier, it's straight away she's advanced her position, moved one of those balls into open play.
It is a one cushion escape though,
Yeah.
so it's not the telling snooker from Amy there, but it is a good enough one to make it tricky. But
Yeah, I think that's just one of those that you're playing the percentages because there's not that many places on the table you can leave a really, really tough snooker, especially when the red's over the pocket like it is. So she's kind of played the percentages and said, well, actually, even if you get the red, the black's going to be really tough. Just ran into the yellow, which is, yeah, I think for me this is one of those situations that you have to take the black ball mindset and waste your first shot.
Yep. I think she's probably going to pot the one on the right hand side and then play
And
a
then
double.
double it back, yeah.
Or just play a great shot like that. Yeah, you know.
Just use your cue power and smash into it and get it out.
And if she plays it into the middle, she can get the black out.
The only thing for me with that shot, I mean, she executed it brilliantly, but if she catches the red just wrong, she can put the red in the pocket,
Yeah.
and that was a risk. I prefer your way because she can play that shot and then play the double, and she's at no risk whatsoever of potting that red.
Yeah.
And then the table's at her mercy.
Oh, that's a great pot.
Brilliant.
I played it with top to get the black out, but when you're playing as good as Amy is right now, then you don't really have to worry about that. You're going to get 2 shots on the black anyway.
And while we're showing that replay, she's already in her stride into the next shot. She's so quick around the table.
Great shot. And this is it. She just punishes you when you make a mistake. And that's why Amy is formidable. It's a busy few weeks coming up for us as well. Amy's got a title to defend in the national championships. I think she won the Champion of Champions in 2019.
So that one's...
That's in November.
Oh, wow.
So we've got a really big weekend coming up. So she's going to get a bit of practice over the next few weeks and 2 shots on this black.
Nice.
Perfect.
Easy to mess those up.
Yeah.
But she's just straight down and plays it confidently. Cue ball's going to hold up, so that's fine. And she now takes a 3-frame lead and a commanding performance so far from Amy Beauchamp. Sorry, Amy Beauchamp. I always do that, sorry.
Champs is easier. She's
Champs is
a
much
champs
easier.
by name, champs by nature.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're playing for a pretty big prize pot today of £1,000 for the winner. And there's not many times that you don't play in a big tournament. And
Yeah, that's good.
it's very good for us.
Makes the weekend worthwhile. But Amy will be much more focused on that trophy. You can just see her in the background there. She's just muttering to herself, just geeing herself up. Get yourself across the line. Still talking to herself behind her hand, just coaching herself, making sure she's just talking herself to.
And this is a big thing for her this year. And she's obviously lost on a couple of finals against myself. And with all truth, she wasn't her normal self there. I don't know if she practiced during lockdown, but lockdown has been pretty tough for us. We've not had the practice, and definitely going to go for yellows here. I think you can play the yellow confidently and nudge the red on the top of the yellow on the right hand side out.
Yes, yeah. She's actually, she's looking at reds, but I agree with you. position was easier to develop on yellows, and if she nudges that red away, then everything's there.
Everything's here now, though. She doesn't actually have to nudge anything, as long as she gets a good enough straight on this one on the right hand side, the red on the right hand side, which she's probably going to get now, if she screws it correctly. And now she can play that one, that's her problem ball, into the left hand top pocket.
She really is quick as well, isn't she? We've just seen Sean Chipperfield, one of the quickest players on the circuit, but Amy has to be one of the quickest ladies.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's going to leave herself for a little tester in the after this shot. Just a long pot. Basically, if she gets this, she's won the title.
Yep. It is a tester too, but she's full of confidence.
Oh, what a shot.
Goodness me. She really has played some great pool here. This has been as good as anything we've seen this weekend.
Yeah, she's done what she needed to in the scrappier frames, and then she's just produced this lovely clearance.
Just one more positional shot to play. So natural.
And you can tell she's confident now. She wishes this final was a first to 10 now.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks perfectly at home.
Congratulations to Amy.
What a great performance. That really was brilliant stuff. Well done to Amy Beauchamp. She clinches the final trophy of the season on this World Rules Pool Tour. And congratulations to her. Harriet, thanks very much for joining me on commentary. That really was interesting. Great to get an insight into your game as well.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And let's go and have the trophy presentation with Amy and get her thoughts after that game.
It's all right, Sharon, no worries.
Amy, you've already won pretty much everything there is to win in the game so far, but I know this one's important to you as well. You've been wanting to win a title on this tour. You came close against Harriet at the start of the season, but you've got to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not about what you win. For me, it's like I feel like if I'm getting to playing near where I can, that I'm going to be challenged for most events, and I've not been, consistently producing that. So, I mean, the final was a bit scrappy early on, but I've played some good stuff this weekend, so it's nice to just get over the line, yeah.
The first frame was a bit scrappy, but I mean, towards the end there, you were cueing the ball so confidently. That's as good as anybody we've seen on that arena table. You just looked at home.
Yeah, I mean, it was frustrating early on because I've played some good stuff this weekend, so and out there it wasn't happening, so I was getting a bit frustrated. But towards the end is pretty much how I've been playing all weekend, so. Yeah, happy with how it finished off at least.
Brilliant. Well, it's as I say, a wonderful performance, and congratulations on a title. And
thank you.
Mike Perkins is going to come in with your trophy, and obviously the small matter of some prize money as well, which I hope you enjoy spending. There you go. Congratulations to Amy Beauchamp, to champs on winning event number 5 of the World Rules Pool Tour.
Yeah.
We've still got action to come. We're going to bring you the final of the Jason Owen Open. That'll be coming up shortly. But in the meantime, congratulations to Amy.
Thank you. Thanks.